Hey everyone, welcome to episode 27 of the Go Getters podcast. We have a special wedding edition for you today. We're meeting with Angela and Greg from Married in Milwaukee. We're here at the beautiful Villa Filomena for a special wedding edition. I'm excited to meet with these guys. Come on in and we'll get started. So we're here with Angela and Greg from Married in Milwaukee. They run the largest wedding blog destination site in the Milwaukee area, and we're going to learn more about their backstory, how they've grown their business and really integrated themselves into the Milwaukee community, as well as hear some news on how they're expanding their business, which is exciting stuff. But before we dive into that, let's hear your backstory. So you guys did start a site, Married in Milwaukee. You are married. What's each your kind of background? Did you ever envision that you'd be running a wedding site when you grew up?
I'll let you go first.
Well, I definitely didn't. My backstory is I'm an accountant by trade back in the day. So I have a CPA and an MBA, so definitely more along that line of the business realm. But we really the story of how we started Married in Milwaukee is we got married about 11 years ago, and at that point when we were doing research for our wedding, there wasn't a local site that really dedicated and talked about Milwaukee weddings. So we launched the site in 2008, kind of held it up there for a little while, both working full time, so we didn't really do much with it. And then January 2012, we relaunched. That's kind of when we talk about like when we started it in its current form. So we've been doing it for a little over 5 years.
Yeah, basically we got married, so that gave us the idea, and then I had a terrible boss and I had to quit my job. So thank you, the terrible boss, and then boom, you jump out and you do your thing.
Didn't you do that like 7 times?
Something like that, yeah. Probably around 7, that's a good number.
Yeah, Greg isn't meant to work for anybody. So,
No,
except for
no.
me. No,
And I work well with you, right?
So going off of that, before we dive more into how you get, what is it like working with your significant other, your husband or wife? Do you recommend that to people? How do you guys?
I absolutely recommend it, right? Yeah. Well, it's funny because a lot of people will, they'll hear we work together and they'll be like, how do you spend all that time with each other, and we're like, oh, actually, we kind of like it, so maybe it's not for everybody, but it definitely works for us.
exactly.
You should enjoy spending time with the person.
Right, absolutely.
Makes sense.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and I would say too, I think what it does for us is we have 2 heads are better than one. So like you say, it's kind of like we have a partnership.
Yeah.
Business and life and love and parenting. Like we just kind of are, 2 people. We say we joke around. We love How I Met Your Mother, and there's this episode where Marshall and Lily morph together. Yeah. We're like, we love a body scrub, and we are a little bit. Probably we're very connected at the hip, but it's good. It works for us. It doesn't work for everybody, and everybody's relationship is different, but it's worked really well for us.
Absolutely.
Balance as we make business decisions, we can think through things with both of our different mindsets.
Yeah, definitely.
So Greg, your background, you were more in the online marketing sphere. Can you talk about that a little bit and how you use that and kind of use both your skill sets to get this business off the ground?
Yeah, absolutely. I've been in marketing communications my entire career, and jumping from one job to another, you learn a lot. But writing, building websites, doing search engine optimization, those types of things. And I think that's really kind of one of the things that when we started Married in Milwaukee, I knew how to optimize a site for keywords, and that's a big thing with weddings. When somebody gets engaged, they immediately jump on Google and they start Googling around. Where can I get married in Milwaukee? Where can I find a wedding photographer? those types of things. So Married in Milwaukee is very high up in all those search results. So we get a lot of traffic that way, and it helps us out a lot, And the writing aspect, obviously, we wanted to write about local weddings. We could bring that in, the graphic design element, using images to showcase your work, those types of things. I mean, they really all came together, I think, in this and made it rock.
Yeah, and I'd say what I bring, definitely, I'm more the relationship person, so I'm the person who will reach out to vendors and kind of make those connections. We currently have about 130 companies that partner with us, all locally owned and locally based. So I'm the person who will do that reach out, and I think in my prior career, I say CPA, but I was an auditor, so I audited people and interviewed them, which feels kind of not that fun, but it definitely taught me a lot of communication skills. And obviously I think weddings are a little bit more of a female decision based industry. So I definitely help with bring the female angle to weddings and talking about them, making sure it connects with the audience. So, and then the other part is too, we do a lot of social media. We're on social media all the time because that's where brides and grooms are. They're on social media. So we kind of we share our writing responsibilities and social media responsibilities. But now I've learned a lot from Greg too, and just have gotten a lot of really insight into how SEO works. And
she's pretty dangerous now at SEO too, so rock it, yeah.
Yeah, so that's been really fun to just kind of get more in that realm, and I think that it's hard to imagine that I used to be in accounting and do that now, and like life is just so much happier now.
Yeah.
Final question, what's your guys' favorite thing about Milwaukee? Is it exciting to run a business? What do you guys here?
Yeah, well, I'd say it's hard to pick a favorite per se, but our business allows us to talk about all the positive going on in Milwaukee. And so, you know, in a world where we're kind of confronted with a lot of negativity or negative news, we get to not even pay attention to that and only talk about the positive and happy times related to our awesome city. I mean, it's just amazing. And it's been blowing up for destination weddings. Like, couples are coming here to plan their wedding because it's cosmopolitan, but yet it's not overpriced. You know, like it's very accessible, and there's just a lot of things going on. Like, we are so excited. I can't wait to see like the Bucks Arena and stuff. Like,
definitely.
Like, there's so much change, awesome.
There's so much energy, and it's one of those things that if you've been in Milwaukee for a long time, I've been here 15, 20 years, something like that. You've seen these changes happen. Slowly but surely, you've seen the city get much cooler. You've seen entrepreneurs come in and make changes like this, and make investments and take risks. And it's made the city an awesome place, a great place, and it's filled with awesome people too.
Very cool. Thanks so much for coming on.
Yeah, thanks for having us.